out of your way to harass the user in question. Also, note that this channel is based off satirical humor. We tend to say a lot of crude things, so if you don't enjoy extremely rude humor, then we suggest you click away while you still can. Thank you.
Requests are closed. If you know that requests are closed, please do not send us in your requests so we have it for when we open them again. Please wait till we make an announcement saying requests are open. Thank you. Hello everybody, I'm Yuji.
And I'm Muffin.
And welcome back to another profile review. Today we are going to be looking at PeaceSignCat's profile. But before that, sprites.
We're unicorns.
I am the most fabulous unicorn.
These are made by Pepsi Meth on DeviantArt. Cool. Thank you for these. These are really good. We're going to be putting another audio clip and showing you all of the sprites because we're not going to go through these right now.
And also, great username.
So here's the sprites. And now that we're back, today we have another profile view. Again, this is for PeaceSignCat on DeviantArt. When you first go to her profile, the main page looks really nice and for the most part very cute and professional. In her gallery, she has folders for, OCs, video games, TV shows, etc., personas, and other.
We're going to be going through several of these folders and looking at some art she's done. First off is the OCs folder.
So this is her OC Mocha. This isn't terrible. I think she's very cute. I do like the fading from dark brown to tan in the hair and tail. That's a nice added touch, and I think it also looks adorable. The only thing I really want to point out is that with a lot of your pictures, you do have a problem with making the eyes just, big circle tool ovals with not much detail in them except for, a few pictures here and there in your gallery where you do take some time, like this picture or this picture. And you really haven't given much shape to the body. Instead of just using the circle tool to make the eyes, there are some really good eye drawing tutorials on DeviantArt that would be good for you to look at. I'll leave all these in the description. Practicing your eyes and putting some shape into the bodies will help your talents develop greatly. Because, from what we've seen looking at your gallery, all of your characters seem to have the same, just bland circle tool eyes and stiff body. The next folder is her video games, TV shows, and musicals folder, which is basically just fan art.
Okay, so I'm going to be honest. I'm not sure if you were going for a chibi style of drawing, a more anime style of drawing, or a weird mix of both styles, kind of like what I do. Aside from that, this picture isn't terrible. I like how you took the time to try and replicate Widowmaker's outfit to the best you could. But there are still some things that could be worked on. First off, the head looks way too big. As I said earlier, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be chibi style of drawing or an anime style of drawing, and I know that for chibis, their heads tend to be larger than their bodies, but I still feel like her head is a little too big, even for a chibi. Moving on to the body, her arms and torso are a lot longer than they should be, and her body has no curves. It's just one long stick. I know there are people with body types that have little to no curves, despite my avatar being curvy as fuck. I am one of those people. But if you look at Widowmaker in the game, that girl's got some curves. And a nice booty, too, if I do say so myself. But Tracer's still best waifu. Muffin is going to be linking several different tutorials, once for drawing chibis, once for drawing female bodies, and even a how to draw chibi Widowmaker that we found, just to help you out some more. A few more things before we move on. I would like to see you put more detail into her hair, because right now her hair looks very flat. Also try to add more shading into your pictures. It will help your pictures pop more. I'll have Muffin link hair and shading tutorials in the description as well. And the last folder we're going to be looking at is her updated persona reference.
You seem to really like doing fading in the hair, which isn't bad, but I don't think the fading you've chosen works with this character. Just, personally, gray and dark brown are two colors that don't mix well in the way you're trying to do with the hair. Also, like I pointed out earlier, this picture has the same problem with the circle tool eyes and just thin, no curve stick body. And also a circle tool head that I didn't point out earlier, but a lot of your characters have. I will be linking in the description of this video some tutorials on drawing bodies and faces, like Yuji said. So it would be good for you to try practicing with those and not using the circle tool.
And now we're moving on to the final thoughts.
After looking through your gallery, it's obvious you have talent. You just need a little practice with certain things here and there. You use circle tools for the eyes and face a lot, and one thing you need to know is that for the most part, circle tool is not your friend. It really doesn't make for good faces because that's not how face shapes work, and it makes for bland eyes. Hopefully you find all these tutorials in our description helpful. One thing I also want to point out is that I didn't really talk about this yet, but for the most part in your pictures, you haven't really tried making a detailed background. Perhaps it's because your skills aren't there yet, which is understandable, but I do think it would be a good idea to try working on a background in the future.
The only thing I really have to add is I would really suggest working on drawing your character in different poses and adding more shading into your pictures. It could really help and add an element of quality to your artwork.
Yeah, for most of your pictures, you have the same pose for all of them, and it looks like maybe you just made your own base, and that's the base you've used for all your characters, because none of them are in a different pose, save for just a few pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Now, before we end this, I just want to say that both Yuji and my personal DA pages and our favorites, we have tons of tutorials favorited. The CC DeviantArt account will also soon have a tutorials favorite folder. So if any of you are watching and need help with certain parts of anatomy that we don't have linked in this video or other videos already, go check those out because those will really help.
Anyways, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'm Yuji.
And I'm Muffin.
And we are Constructive Criticism.
See you in the next video.